Alright people, welcome back to the channel. So the Ballon d'Or, aka the most prestigious award in football. A lot of players have won this prestigious award. Guys like Messi, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Zidane, the Brazilian Ronaldo and others. Honestly, it got me thinking with the era of Messi and Ronaldo ending, it ended a few years ago, but let's face it, which of the players are most likely going to win the Ballon d'Or this year? Obviously, we can't really predict it because 10 years ago we had guys like Neymar, Griezmann, Pogba, who were most likely going to win the Ballon. Like they looked like they were going to actually win it, and none of them actually did. So it's gonna be hard to predict who's going to win it. But I said let's try and predict it. We're gonna rank it on a tier list on absolute players who I think are going to win the Ballon d'Or most likely. Players who I'm not very sure, but I still have high hopes that they can win it. 50-50. Well, it's 50-50, so you can easily think where I'm going on that path. Unlikely. Like players who I'm like, I know they're good, but I don't really see them winning the Ballon d'Or. And players who I just don't ever see winning the Ballon d'Or. So that's pretty much how I'm gonna get to it. So right now, let's move on to the tier list. So let's go. Alright, so we got the list down. These are all the tiers. Before we start the whole thing, well, come on, we had to do it. The Ballon d'Or might be big, but nothing's bigger than Anthony. So yeah, now let's begin the list fully. First person, Lamine Yamal, aka the Golden Boy of Barcelona. Everybody talks about how Lamine Yamal, aka the next Messi, the next whatever. So, how likely is this young man going to win the Ballon d'Or? Honestly, yeah, I think he's probably going to be a Ballon d'Or winner someday. Like, yeah, I could see him actually winning the Ballon d'Or if he keeps up this potential. But whether definitely or most likely, I don't really know for say. Uh, let's just keep him in. I'll say he's most likely. I'm not sure of definitely because he's still very young and you can never tell what will happen. Remember Ansu Fati? Yeah, it happens like that. So next we have Alexander Isak. It's very rare for players like him to win the Ballon d'Or. And besides, I compare him to someone like Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and we all know how Zlatan is with the Ballon d'Or. So yeah, I'm just gonna say unlikely. I don't really see him winning the Ballon d'Or this year. Or that's it. Sorry, I don't really see him winning the Ballon d'Or at all in his career. I feel like he can have some nominations, but never gonna win it. Next, we have Rafinha. Rafinha, it low key depends on this season. Like, if he can actually like win the Ballon d'Or this season, because this form he's having, I don't think he's carrying it any to the next season anytime soon. And since I don't actually think he's going to win the Ballon d'Or this season, sorry, I'm just gonna say we're going 50-50 on him. I don't really think he's gonna win it, but I just think 50-50. Next, we have the rat face Bruno Fernandes. Nah, sorry, Bruno. Come on, what are the chances of Bruno Fernandes winning the Ballon d'Or? Unless he has an outstanding season for Man United and maybe he leads Portugal in winning the World Cup. And let's be honest, the ship has sailed for the first one. It's just insane. So next we have Rafael Leao. I actually think Rafael Leao can win the Ballon d'Or. Yeah, I actually really think he can win it. Maybe it might just be me talking about my ass, but he's that kind of player that probably one of these days he might win the Ballon d'Or. So you know what? Rafael Leao is going on most likely. I'll put him ahead of Yamal. Nah. Let's play it safe. He's almost likely. He could probably win the Ballon d'Or someday. So next we have Starboy Bukayo Saka. Yeah, I know Arsenal fans I have known for not really liking you guys, but yeah, it's not. I don't know what to say about this. To me, Bukayo Saka is like Wayne Rooney. I don't think he's going to, and I don't think he's ever going. I mean, I think he'll make some podiums, but maybe he'll make for maybe one podium. He might make one podium in his career, but let's be honest, unlikely. but he think he has more chance than Isaac. So next we have Mo Salah. This season, Mo Salah is the best player in the world. Yeah, yes, I know some people are gonna be like this, but yes, and I know it's right now between him and Rafinha who are competing for that. But personally, for me, Mo Salah is winning the Ballon d'Or definitely. He's going to win it this season. So yeah, it's not gonna be something weird. Next we have Vlahovic. Hmm, can Vlahovic win the Ballon d'Or? Well, wait, what country does he play for? I think it's. I was looking at the facts, but yeah, it's unlikely. Next, we have Nico Williams. I actually think he falls more on the 50-50 mark. Like, the guy is good, and there could actually be a time when he could actually win the Ballon d'Or. But I don't know. I don't really see it happening anytime soon. So, Pedri, uh, like, even Iniesta couldn't win the Ballon d'Or. He's not gonna win it. I'll put him on 50-50 too. He could have a good chance, but I doubt he will. Virgil van Dijk, nah, he had this time in 2019 and he wasn't going to win it there. Mudrik, he could actually shock me one day and maybe make a podium. But at the rate he's going, he might not even have a football career anymore, so nah. Bradley Bacola. Could this guy win the Ballon d'Or someday? If he can leave PSG, I say yes. Well, it depends on where he goes to, but someone like him, I know it might sound weird, but I'm putting him in most likely. Because, yeah, I could actually see someone like him one day winning the Ballon d'Or. Lautaro Martinez, I'll say 50-50. He doesn't he mostly sees me as like an Aguero style player, but I don't really see him winning the Ballon d'Or like at all. Next, we have Cole Palmer. This might be a bit biased on my side. I mean, I don't think he's ever gonna win it at Chelsea, but if he goes somewhere else, he could actually win it. 50-50. Yes, yes, you might say I'm biased. Like, how can I say he will win it as Saka can't? But let's be honest with ourselves. Saka just seems to me, I just see Saka as like the new Wayne Rooney. He's never going to win it. Palmer is 50-50 because a right move and his career will be solved. Do you actually see Saka leaving Arsenal? I don't think I do. People are saying Real Madrid. Real Madrid are never going to sign him. Not because he's not good enough. It's just, I don't really see him playing there. So moving on, Florian Wirtz. Hmm. I would say most likely. I don't know with Florian Wirtz. It's just a situation of circumstance and if he can actually do it. So I don't even know if maybe he can. So next we move on to his German buddy Musiala. I actually see Musiala winning the Ballon d'Or before Fate. Like, let's be honest with ourselves. Yes, you could say what are the chances of Musiala winning it, but I don't know. I don't know. I just think he can win it. Probably will. Probably can. I honestly, I'm not even too sure, Seth. But maybe he can. So moving on, we have Trent Alexander-Arnold. Yeah, nah. I know he's world class, but I don't think he's ever winning it. So next, Starman Phil Foden. Unlikely. Like, let's be honest, he's not leaving Man City, and I don't really see him winning the Ballon d'Or. I mean, maybe if England have an amazing performance, but I just don't see him winning it. Next on the list, we have Rodrigo. Nah, let's be honest, he's basically the fourth wheel in the relationship between the Mbappe, the Vinicius and Bellingham. He's just the fourth wheel in the team. So next we have Garnacho. Very talented, yes, but unlikely. Actually, let me put him in. Out of everybody, I think he's the least unlikely. Vinicius Junior. Yeah, I actually think he can win the Ballon d'Or one day. I'll put him in definitely. Because yes, he might not have won it last year, even though people said he deserved to win it. I personally don't really think he deserved it. I actually think it was someone else. I know it wasn't Rodri. But yeah, I can see him winning the Ballon d'Or. And now for his teammate Mbappe, also likely. He's at Real Madrid now. He just needs a good season in Madrid, a good tournament with France, and this guy is winning the Ballon d'Or. So yeah, obviously it's not like you're gonna win. The Ballon d'Or is they are very young in their career. You could say for another like what 10 years, and you could actually see one of them winning the Ballon d'Or during that time. So next we have nah. Let's be honest. Rashford is never winning the Ballon d'Or. His time has passed. He's never doing it. And next we have Victor Gyökeres. Unlikely. I don't see him winning the Ballon d'Or. I mean he could, we never know. It could be in 10 years time and he could actually be a Ballon d'Or winner. But what are the chances he's going to do it? Next we have Erling Haaland. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong guy. Erling Haaland. Haaland, most people will say definitely, but I put him more in most likely. Yeah, Haaland to me is somebody that he's gonna have a few like Ballon d'Or podium finishes, but because he plays for a country like Norway, and unless Norway suddenly gets good in the international stage, I do not see Haaland like take clinching the Ballon d'Or. I mean, even in the year he probably should have won it, Messi beat him to it. I mean, it was very debatable whether he should have won it that year, but Haaland is still most likely. He probably won't win it, but he might still. Theo Hernandez, unlikely. He's arguably one of the best left backs in the world, maybe even the best, but I unlikely see he think he's gonna win it. Jude Bellingham. Hmm. Jude Bellingham personally to me was the guy who should have won the Ballon d'Or last year. But they gave it to Rodri and blah 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 blah. But yeah, I think he's most likely going to win it. I mean, obviously with the competitions like Mbappe and Vinicius in the team now, but I can still see Bellingham maybe clutching the Ballon d'Or one day. Declan Rice, no. I mean, if Rodri can win the Ballon d'Or, someone will be like Rice surely can, but I don't know. Is he really going to? Like nobody really views Rice like that. So Robert Lewandowski. Yeah, I think the time has passed for him. So nah, he's too old. Not gonna make it anymore. Finally, Victor Osimhen. Will Victor Osimhen become? I was gonna say second, but if Salah is winning the Ballon d'Or this year, then probably third African to win the Ballon d'Or. Unlikely. I think still. I'm going to put him behind his accent. I don't actually think he's Ballon d'Or worthy. But I mean, you never know. I just realized I don't have Hurricane on this list. If Hurricane was here, I'll probably put him in 50-50. But yeah, this is pretty much the list, and now we save. So yeah, that's basically the Ballon d'Or list. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I don't actually think a couple of these people are gonna win. Some of them might not even win. People that I think are going to win might not win. Hell, Salah might not even win it this year. Let's say Barcelona win the Champions League, they might give it to Rafinha. But it's just my pickings, and honestly, who can tell what can happen in the future? We don't actually know what can happen in the future. Somebody that could actually win the Ballon d'Or, may not even started playing, but yet somebody even in a lower league table team could actually go on to win the Ballon d'Or this year, and we still don't know. I said this year. I meant, sorry, it's just a tiring day. I meant that he could actually win it like, anytime. So that's just how the Ballon d'Or is so unpredictable. But hey, It is what it is. So thank you for watching this video. Like I said, I tried to make very much of this. Been a bit busy, but well, try our best to make so much of this, and hopefully we can make more videos like this. So anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you, and goodbye.